baes, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, my name is Catherine Alexandra. On today's video, I'm going to be offering you guys some tips on how to grow out thinning or breaking edges around the front area of your locks. And if you guys have been following me for a while, if you guys have watched my 1-year lock journey video, you will know that my locks in the front, these ones here, did not look like this. They started off as teeny tiny comb coils. They were like this short and on both sides, and now they have grown to be this long in about 1.5 years. And so I'm very proud of the growth, and I definitely implemented and changed my routine from what I was doing from before I had locks in order to get these edges to finally start growing in thick and healthy. So I wanted to share that with you all today. But before we get into the video, can we just have a moment for the earrings, y'all? Aren't these earrings so cute? I got these from Amazon the other day. It was a set of 3 different sizes. I bought it because I wanted the big size. But I was looking at these little ones today and I was like, wait a minute, those are so cute. I'm going to put them on for the video. So I just needed to take a moment to acknowledge these beautiful earrings. And it is linked to my Amazon storefront. So if you like them, you can see them there. Like I said, it came in 3 different sizes. It was like $11 for like the small, medium, and large trio. So you got variety, but they're just so cute, so I had to take a moment. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump into the video for today. So the first advice that I want to offer to you guys, you want to rinse out any edge control that you are putting on your edges at the end of the day. Most edge controls have alcohol in it. For me, I always rinse out edge control whenever I use it. And I'm not going in the shower and like rinsing out my whole entire head when I do this. I will show you guys exactly what I do. But I do not allow edge control to stay on my edges 24 hours. Like, I put it on, I use it, and then when I come home at the end of the day and I go in the shower, I rinse it out. I use a shower cap, a regular plastic one like this, and what I do is I'll put my hair inside the shower cap, and what I'll do is leave out my edges. You see how this is left out? So while I'm in the shower, I'll allow the water to run along my hairline in the front. I'll massage it like this so that I'm breaking up some of that product, breaking up that edge control so that it's rinsing out. And then when I'm done, when I come out of the shower, what I do is I take my oil mix. You guys know this oil mix is on my channel. I have a whole video talking about it. It's my favorite oil mix here that I make myself. I mix up with a lot of great essential oils and carrier oils. And what I do is while my edges are still damp, I take my oil, put it on my fingertips, and I'll massage it in. And what I'm doing at that point is sealing in the moisture. I'm sealing back in the moisture that may have been lost because I had that edge control on my hair, and that edge control, well, I had that edge control on my edges, and that edge control has alcohol in it, and that alcohol probably dried out my hairline a little bit. So I go back in and I seal the moisture back in with an oil. And that, honestly, I can say that has really helped in tremendous ways to help thicken up my hairline. It has really helped to stop breakage. I have not experienced any breakage. I don't use it in my hair every single day. I only use edge control closer to like when my hair is probably due for a retwist and I'm probably gonna pull my hair back a little bit. Like, you know, a little sleek looking, I'll do that. I'll use it, but I always make sure at the end of the day, I rinse it out. I don't allow that edge control to sit on my hair and on my hairline overnight. So the second advice that I want to offer you guys that do use edge control is that you want to be mindful of those edge control brushes and being rough with your edges. So I'm pretty sure all of you guys have like a regular edge brush like this from the beauty supply store. They be right at the counter, like 2 for $1. Well, now it's inflation, so they just be 1 for $1. But this is mine here. It definitely looks a little crazy because it's been used, but you know, the bristles on these edge control brushes aren't always the softest, so you want to be careful of using them on your edges, especially for people who like to do the swoop-de-doos and all that stuff on your edges. You know, just be mindful of how you're manipulating your edges using the brush and trying to achieve those different designs that people try to do. For me, when I do use edge control, I simply just put it on my edges like this, just like this, y'all. It's nothing to it. And then I'll take my brush and just brush the hairs back. I do not style them in any special or particular way. It's just to, you know, get them to lay down a little bit, probably before I retwist my hair in a week or two. Or if I'm choosing to pull my hair back, then, you know, it'll have that look to it. But as you can see, my goal isn't to really get my edges to lay a certain way. Just be mindful of how you are using edge control and edge brushes in order to style your edges. Just make sure that you're not being too rough or over manipulating those hairs in the front, because remember, they are very fragile, they're very soft. Another piece of advice that I want to offer to you guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a picture here of what my locks in the front looked like the very first day that I started my lock journey. So as you can see, as I stated, the hairs were so short that the loctician that did my hair, that installed my 2-strand twist, she actually had to do a comb coil in the ones in the front. So this advice that I want to offer you guys is to make sure that throughout your lock journey, you are keeping in the comb coil or the twist that is started on those locks in the front of your hair, on your edges. What I mean by that is, for example, you could see that comb coil was very small. So in between me going to the salon and getting my hair maintained by the loctician that I was going to at the time, when I would come home and I would, like, you know, probably sweat my hair out because of the gym or wash my hair in between maintenance, obviously that comb coil would unravel. It's very, very short. Once water hits it in the shower, it's gonna swell up. So what I did is that whenever my hair was washed or whenever that comb coil became undone, I always made sure that I took a comb and put the comb coil back in there. And if you don't know how to do a comb coil, there are a lot of videos on YouTube. I obviously can't show you now because my hair is fully locked. I made sure that I did the comb coil again once it became undone. The reason why is because I didn't want to leave those hairs in the front, although they were very short. I didn't want to leave them free and not together, because I felt like if I left them if they weren't together in some sort of like maintenance, then they would face the risk of becoming thin and breaking over time, especially since I was using edge control. So if I didn't go out of my way to make sure that comb coil was in place, and eventually over time as my hair got longer, I was actually able to just do a 2-strand twist. Whenever I saw that twist become undone, I made sure that I put the twist back in and then, you know, styled my hair accordingly. I didn't leave those hairs in the front, those short hairs in the front, free to just be wild. If I had used edge control, I always made sure that it was going on my edges and not getting in the actual comb coil or getting in the what grew to be a twist over time. Because at the end of the day, that's something that was going to turn into a lock. And once again, I want to avoid lock buildup. So definitely make sure that you are doing your very best to keep those hairs in the front together. And if you can't do a comb coil yourself with it, what you can do is just take those hairs in the front and bunch them together and go like this with your finger, and you could do a little finger coil with it. Just make sure that they are together at all times so that they can grow in unison and they can grow and develop and mature into a lock and grow and mature into a healthy and a thick lock. Even though it's hard to see it at the time, it's going to develop and mature into a lock. As you can see, it definitely did for me. And at the time when I first started and she put that comb coil in my head, I was like, are you sure this is gonna be a lock? And she was like, trust me. She was like, it's gonna mature and it's gonna develop into a lock. Just try your best to keep the comb coil in, and if it becomes undone, you know, just try to do it, put it back in there. And she wasn't lying. So take my advice. It definitely worked out in the long run, and it's a full, healthy, growing set of locks in the front that I have now, almost a year and a half later. Last advice that I want to give to you guys is to avoid pulling your locks in the front into any tight styles, ponytails, whatever it may be. So even though my locks in the front have grown out and they're, you know, they're healthy locks now, I still baby these locks the same way that I did when I first started my lock journey. So if you are somebody that likes to do up styles and buns, and you know, you like to do ponytails, what I would do is when I pull my hair back, I would take the ones in the front, and instead of forcing them to kind of fit into that ponytail, what I would do is take a bobby pin, a flat one, and just pin it so that it can rest there in place instead of it being pulled and stretched to its max into that ponytail. This was just a quick video, you guys. I just wanted to offer some advice because I was here and I was looking at my locks in the front and I'm like, wow, they really grew a lot in a year and a half. And sometimes you don't notice how much your locks or your hair is growing until you like go back and look at old photos and pictures and you're like, wait a minute, like that's where my hair started. Like, y'all, when I'm telling you, when I got those locks installed the first day when I started my journey, I was so convinced that I was like, there's no way this is gonna turn into a lock. Like, how is this possible? And the loctician was like, listen, trust me, it's gonna grow, it's gonna grow. Just give it time, be careful with it, don't be too rough with it. It's gonna grow into a lock, and it definitely did. So if you found this video today helpful, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. As always, subscribe and turn your notifications on. Your girl is on her way to hitting 1,000 subscribers very, 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 very soon. And I'm so excited. So thank you to all of you guys that have been rocking with me thus far. I've been creating content now on YouTube for the past 6 months, and I've been having so much fun. And it's been so much fun connecting and building community with you all. So let's keep going. Let's keep growing this channel. Let's keep having fun. Let's keep talking. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.